Right, there's another act in this section. It's Dom Hatton Woods. Make some noise for Dom Hatton Woods.
Good evening. I'm Dom Hatton Woods. Long name. Full name, Dominic Hatton Woods. Again, long name. Live in Manchester now, and the people of Manchester done something very kind for me and shortened it into a little nickname. I'll run it by you all, see what you think. Posh Twat. A lot of comics start their sets by saying, "How are we?" Ask the audience how they are. I don't do that. And it's not because I don't care, because I do care. So much. But I've just never heard an honest answer. Like the comic comes on stage and says, "How are we?" And everyone in unison just goes, "Yeah." That's not a response, is it? If I asked someone in the street how they were, and they just went, "Yeah," I'd say, "Well, you're on crack, sir, that's what you are." And also, my job as a comic is to make you feel better. So I ask you at the start, pointless. What I like to do, ask at the end. Not a joke, just something to look out for. You'll also notice the microphone is still in the stand. Now, my reasoning for this, I would compare to when you go for a meal with people you've never met and you leave your coat on. I just haven't yet decided if I want to stay here. So if the microphone does stay in the stand for the entirety of the set, don't take it personally. But I'm staying here purely through contractual obligation. Although if it does come out, I'm having a good time. So there you go. It's another thing to look out for. And you'll notice at this point it's still in the stand. Anyway. This looks like this gig looks like a success. There's looks good. There's people here, which is a good start, isn't it? Sounds odd, but I did a gig the other day, and no one turned up, right? So I had to do comedy to no people. And I cannot tell you how much I enjoyed that. It's fucking great. If I could financially do this for any of you here, I absolutely would. Just letting you know. Nice area, Liverpool. I like Liverpool. I was in, don't want to brag, I was in Hull recently. Saw a shop called Household Essentials. Went inside, first thing I saw, an inflatable shark. A little bit more about me. When I left school... That's really pissing me off. There we go, that's better. When I left school, I didn't know what to do with my life, but my dad owned a building company, so I thought that makes sense. My dad can employ me. I'll be a builder. Sorted. And also, Bob the Builder looks like he has a right laugh, doesn't he? But it turns out, Liverpool, Bob the Builder and real building, very different. For example, turn up to a building site and speak to your cement mixer. Doesn't speak back. And the same applies if you turn up with plastic tools. Building a loft conversion takes quite some time. But I watched Bob the Builder as an adult and realised never seen him do any building. None. The lying cunt. He just sits there drinking tea, chatting to the locals, never does any work, to be fair, just like a normal builder, isn't it? I'm just waiting for someone to go, actually, Dom, season 2, episode 5, he built a fountain, so shut up. Sir, I bet you didn't even know Bodybuilder had seasons. Well, it does, and spoiler alert, for anyone that's not up to scratch, season 7, episode 3, Bob was fixing the patio and fucked someone's wife. I'll send you a link if you want. Are you all right, man? He said he said that rings a bell. Very funny. Anyway, I don't think I'm a very sexy, very dominant man. It's every woman going, yeah, I agree. No, I don't. Like, if someone tries to, like, talk dirty or talk sexual to me, I just don't really know what's going on. Like, they'll say, Dom, what are you gonna do to me? And I'll say, whatever you're comfortable with. Or they'll say, are you gonna tie me up? In a marriage and a mortgage? Yeah, sure, but nothing else. I think the worst one I've had, and it's a bit crude, Liverpool, but someone said, she's like, Dom, I want it to be so rough, you come everywhere, and I've got to clean it up. I said, look. I'm happy to clean. One thing I don't think I'll ever do is BDSM. Like, fair enough if you do it, but that shit's just not for me. I don't see any pleasure in that. Apparently, couples use it to stop getting jaded and keep each other interested. But I think there's a problem when you say, how do we stay interested in each other? I know, let's beat each other up. All I'm saying is, when you need a safe word, things have gone too far. That safe word should be, let's try counselling. That's what it should be. But they have parties, BDSM parties, like some kind of naked fight club. I mean, who do they think they are? But apparently, it's most common in couples that have been married for like 20 or 30 years, right? And that didn't make sense to me. But then it made sense because if you've been with someone for 20 years, the only way you're getting aroused by them is by beating them up, isn't it? What's next? I don't drink alcohol. Correct response, isn't it? Before then you were thinking, this kid's okay, and I'm thinking, nah, I don't trust him. I don't drink, but I have got an addiction to Coke. A cola. No, I don't drink because my dad has like a drinking problem, right? But I don't think I can call him an alcoholic because I feel like an alcoholic drinks beer and beat their kids, whereas he drinks wine and plays with the financial markets. It's very different. Never beat me, just made me do times tables very aggressively. I also just don't think alcohol tastes very nice. Like, you drink beer and you go, that's disgusting, and then people go, you'll get used to it. I don't want to get used to it. I'm not training for the fucking Olympics, am I? I was telling someone this at a bar, right? And they said, hang on a minute, you don't drink or take drugs? I said, no, I don't do either of those things. She said, so how do you have sex? I said, legally? I'm going to leave now. Stayed in there, didn't it? Firmly. Anyway. Before I do leave, if you could follow me on social media, I'm going to be doing a stand-up comedy tour in about 20 years' time. My name there is Dom Hatton Woods Comedy, but before I go, how are we?